Alright guys, welcome back to LJ Reactions. Want to give you guys a quick video. I haven't done one to do one yesterday. Was going to do UFC 235 live reactions, but decided not to do it due to I was freaking watching my Lakers, and then it's just so painful to watch them play. But I did not do UFC 235, but you will get a Monday. You know what? From here on out, because until WrestleMania, you'll get live reactions for Raw and SmackDown. So we'll be doing live reactions to Raw tomorrow. We have Batista coming back after his attack on Ric Flair. We have Roman Reigns back on Raw tomorrow. So there'll be some good things to look forward to for Monday Night Raw. And for SmackDown, Matt and Jeff are back together. We'll see what they're going to do getting up to WrestleMania season. And we also got to see what happens with Kofi Kingston, which right now what's happening with Kofi Kingston. This will be in one of the news for today. So, the topics we'll be touching on for the roundup for the rumors are what do they have planned for Roman Reigns right now going to Fastlane, because we all know he's going to be wrestling at Fastlane, so we're going to dissect the plans they have for Roman Reigns as of right now for WrestleMania. And also we'll touch on the rumor of WrestleMania 35 card, some of the matches that were already confirmed, and some of the matches that WWE is planning on doing. We'll touch on the card, and also we're going to touch on Kofi Kingston. What's going on with Kofi Kingston? What will he be doing at WrestleMania? We'll touch on that also too. So, guys, we'll be back here in a brief moment. So let's get ready for this podcast.
We put this shit together, you know what I mean? Punch on the rail, make the beat, you know what I mean? I got this man on the saxophone.
Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to touch on the big dog first, Roman Reigns. As the plans for him as for Fastlane, and also what I would do with Roman Reigns, which you guys probably already know. If you're following me on this channel, you know what I've been screaming for the past couple weeks. What I would do with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So, as far as the big dog, WWE has a couple options that they wanted to do. And honestly, in my honest opinion, I don't like none of these plans. I don't like none of these. As you guys know, I said it on the reaction for Roman Reigns for Monday, his return announcement. I said, keep this man off any wrestling occasion until Mania. Like, make fans want to see him wrestle again. Don't just give it away at Fastlane. You're like, alright, this dude hasn't done any change. He's the same Roman Reigns in the ring. He's done no change. Save it for Mania. Make the build up to, for example, I don't know if you guys remember Fandango. Fandango. Vince had this guy re-debut at WrestleMania to face Chris Jericho. Vince kept teasing him wrestling, but he kept pulling it away to the point you're like, okay, Chris Jericho's wrestling this dude at WrestleMania. Okay, he must be some hot shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He must be really good. Vince McMahon to the point where he's not having him wrestle at all until WrestleMania. And then we saw him in the ring. He looked okay. Same thing with Roman. Make the fans be like, okay, this guy, we're waiting until Mania. I mean, he must have changed a couple moves. He must have added a couple moves to his move set now, you know what I'm saying? But you're just going to give away him wrestling at Fastlane. Which, again, I always told you guys, I don't like Fastlane. It's a worthless pay-per-view. It's a roadblock for no reason. For example, when Fastlane is over, do you guys know there'll be 4 weeks until WrestleMania? When Fastlane ends, there'll be 4 weeks until WrestleMania. Like, back in the day, you had at least a good 8 weeks of story build-up to get you invested into matches. Like, when we touch this WrestleMania 35 card, you're going to be like, this is going to be rush. And that's why the Mania build-up have been crap the last, since, in my opinion, the last great build-up WrestleMania card. In my honest opinion, I mean, this may take you guys back, which, again, I have to do my remembering series for WrestleMania to keep it going for you guys. I'll probably record WrestleMania 24 tomorrow morning, or I'll record it Tuesday morning. So it'll be up I'm just gonna do it Tuesday, because again, I just have class and I'll have nothing else to do after I have class. So you will have remembering WrestleMania 24 up on Tuesday. But to go back, I mean, the last great build-up card, I mean, like, literally, you probably could say WrestleMania 24 was the last great where you had every single match. It meant something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you guys could say WrestleMania 30, but WrestleMania 30 had like maybe 2 matches. I mean, the Bryan Triple H, and then the main event, and then maybe you want to say John Cena Bray Wyatt. I mean, WrestleMania's not had that where you care about literally more than 2 or 3 matches. Like, the last couple years, you care about maybe 2 or 3 matches. Everything else is just like, it's here. It's a WrestleMania match. It's just here. So I wish they got back to that where it's like you have at least 8 weeks where you could build something and you care about it. For example, right now, the only thing I care about, you could say Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda. And then maybe, like, literally, maybe the Kofi Kingston match. Because Kofi's out of nowhere. Pun intended. He's out of nowhere. It's a good news story, but they got to get rid of Fastlane. I think that when Triple H takes over, I guarantee you will have no February pay-per-view. I guarantee you. He'll just have this Chamber and then Mania. That's what they need to get back to. Cut out Fastlane. So, on to Roman Reigns. As of right now, multiple sources report WWE is planning a Shield. You hear this, guys? A Shield reunion to take on Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre for Fastlane. Pro Wrestling says they are currently undecided whether it will be a 3-on-3 or they will add Braun Strowman for the Shield and add Elias for McIntyre and Corbin, make it a 4-on-4. My honest opinion, I don't want to see no Shield reunion. I really don't. How many of these have you guys had? 4, 5, 6? 6 of them probably? At least it's probably been at least 4 or 5. Okay, I'm to the point where I don't care about Braun Strowman. You wasted Braun Strowman after Hell in a Cell. His stock just literally has been going downhill. Keep Roman Reigns off TV. If you want to have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose and Strowman, fine. But keep Roman off TV. Vince, remember, people right now, Roman Reigns, you keep him off TV. You can keep him on TV, but don't have him compete. Because again, right now you got his stock. You have him where you want him. You have him fans cheering him. Okay, if you bring him back, he's gonna be doing. If he does the same old moves, the fans will be like, okay, the guy's back, but he's doing the same old shit that we did not care about this guy. So keep him off TV. Have him face Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. Like I said, now there's been other rumors about, okay, now that Roman Reigns is back, which Dean Ambrose is really good friends with Roman Reigns outside of wrestling. He's like his best friend as a buddy, and that's making Ambrose happy. Like, oh, my buddy's back. You know what I'm saying? I might stick around. Listen here, if Ambrose is going to stick around because Roman Reigns is back and his buddy, he's going to resign, cool. That's fine with me. But I want Ambrose versus Roman Reigns. That to me, this screams a good return match for Roman Reigns, okay? Now, as far as this, Roman Reigns and Batista, they are both scheduled to be on Raw tomorrow night, which again, we'll be doing live reactions when they're at Raw. Batista and Roman Reigns will both be on TV to discuss their current things. Roman Reigns, is he going to come back, help out Dean Ambrose, which you saw last week on Raw, and will the Shield get back together? And also Batista attacks Ric Flair. What will Triple H response be? And also what will be Batista's reasoning to why he attacked Triple H? So those are both going to be good segments to see what happens. Now, as far as Roman's booking, Roman is being advertised for all Raw TV dates throughout early May and several dates on the annual post-Mania European tour. So he's going to be in action after Mania. Regarding to WrestleMania's booking for Roman Reigns, WrestleVotes say WWE is currently trying to figure out what to do. There are multiple options on the table as for Roman. Okay, listen. Again, if it's not Dean Ambrose, again, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, that's the kind of match where it's like, McIntyre should be getting a push. He needs to go over to SmackDown after Mania. Because right now, they don't know what they're doing with McIntyre. Now, as far as Roman Reigns, could I see him going over to SmackDown because Fox might want him? That wouldn't be a bad look for Roman. Good change of scenery. Going to SmackDown, I wouldn't mind doing that, but that would be pretty cool if he went to SmackDown. Now, as far as John Cena, again, I had Cena facing Daniel Bryan. Obviously, that shit's not happening, okay? As far as John Cena, plans for John Cena also being decided, because they have no plans for John Cena either, because again, he's reportedly going to be done filming a week before Mania. So, it's going to be a rush thing for John Cena to be having being done filming, and then bam, WrestleMania. What do you do with Cena? Same thing with Taker. Taker has no match either for WrestleMania. That to me is still so odd. The guy wrestles at Australia and also Crown Jewel, yet Taker has no match for Mania either. It's just weird as hell. Now, as far as Sami Zayn is ready to return, says Dave Meltzer, which is, I mean, I miss Sami Zayn, man. Shoot. Him and Kevin Owens, I mean, I miss Sami Zayn. So it'll be another good ad for Raw. I'll keep Sami Zayn off the card until after Mania 2. Because when we get to the WrestleMania card, you can be like, this is a stacked show. Like, what are you going to be doing with these other people? So I'll keep Sami Zayn off of TV until after Mania 2. Have him be also on the freaking draft, too. Now, the last portion of this is just going to be us talking about WrestleMania card. Because this shit here is frustrating me. So let's get into this WrestleMania 35 card, and then it's going to be it for the podcast. Again, we'll be doing live reactions for Monday Night Raw tomorrow, and also for SmackDown, all the way up until Mania's over. Because my work schedule will change after WrestleMania, which I'll be probably coming home right when Raw starts. So, let's dissect each match that's being confirmed or rumored. We'll break each of them down. So, Lesnar versus Rollins. Okay, issue here, people. There have been a lot of people talking about, could they see a situation where Brock Lesnar injures Seth Rollins to a point where he can't continue the match, and then Roman Reigns comes out and replaces Rollins, and then it's Roman versus Lesnar. I don't think Vince McMahon would do any type of shit like that, people. I don't think he's going to pull something like that when he's getting Roman Reigns, he's getting cheered. There'll be no way, in my opinion, Vince McMahon will have Roman Reigns come out, replace Seth Rollins, and have Roman beat Lesnar. That's no, it's not happening. Now, as far as this build for this match, again, Rollins is injured to a point where when he got injured, I think about 4 or 5 weeks ago, he was about at 50%. Right now, I don't see him, if the Shield match happens at Fastlane, I don't see him probably doing more than maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Keep that man healthy enough where he's going to be able to take 15 damn German suplexes, okay? So, as far as Rollins versus Lesnar, I told you guys I don't care about this match. The build has been bullshit. It's not. It's to a point where it's not Seth Rollins' fault. It's to a point where it's more of Brock Lesnar's fault. Okay, he's not. The last couple Mania matches, he's not carried them. They've been carried by Paul Heyman and whoever else the other person is. So after Fastlane, this dude needs to start showing up on Monday Night Raw to build this matchup. Because again, this is gonna be one of those matches where you're like, I don't care. Even if Rollins is going to beat Lesnar, you can be like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Now, women's title match, which is likely going to be confirmed, Ronda versus Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. Now, as far as this being the main event for WrestleMania, which is probably going to be the main event for WrestleMania, keep Becky off TV for right now. She's been on too much TV. You had her freaking show up at Elimination Chamber. She showed up the week before Elimination Chamber, and she showed up again last week on Raw. That's way too many show ups. You're gonna get her to the point where the fans will be like, okay, this is the same shit. She's done this 3 or 4 times. Why am I caring? Right now, you had Ronda drop the belt on Monday Night Raw and say, until you add Becky Lynch back, I'm relinquishing the title. Now, as far as tomorrow night on Raw, we saw Charlotte on SmackDown say, okay, Stephanie, if you want somebody else who's going to be here every day, give you no BS, I'm your champion. Now, Charlotte is supposed to show up on Monday Night Raw and get the Women's Championship belt, and she's going to be the Raw Women's Champion. That, to me, I'm okay with that. I would not mind seeing Ronda Rousey come back and beat the shit out of Charlotte Flair. Like, bitch, you don't deserve that belt. You know what I'm saying? Have her give Charlotte the beating she gave her at Survivor Series. Add that to the storyline. Like, Ronda's like determined to say, you don't add Becky back to this match, nobody gets this belt. I would not mind seeing that. Add some more fire to this feud, so it will be like, feel like it's our main event match. Like, damn it, we've been waiting since Survivor Series, or you know what I'm saying, for this to see all 3 of these women go at it. So add some more fire to the match. Now, and then Buddy Murphy is going to defend the Cruiserweight title against whoever wins the tournament on 205 Live. Buddy Murphy's been incredible, like, since what? That show in Australia? That dude, when he beat Cedric Alexander, he's been putting great work. I would not mind see him called up to the main roster either. Those are the only 3 matches that are confirmed for WrestleMania as of right now. Now, let's get into the matches that WWE is like this is rumored to be doing and like are decided to do, but they're not completely confirmed yet, but they're gonna be confirmed. Let's jump to Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God, when did WWE decide to do the switcheroo? It was supposed to be Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, but why did they switch it to Kofi Kingston?" Okay, the real reason, guys. Again, you can go and look it up. Vince McMahon decided to switch Owens and Kofi Kingston due to Kofi's popularity growing. And Vince McMahon decided, like, you know what? He actually wanted to give the fans what they wanted. So Vince decided on Tuesday, after Kofi's performance at the Elimination Chamber, to switch it. He switched it after the Elimination Chamber. He saw Kofi's popularity, and Vince said, you know what? Let's just switch it. He called an audible. Now, as far as Kevin Owens, I mean, the guy looks in phenomenal shape. He looks in phenomenal shape. So I kind of do feel bad for KO because he was supposed to get the Bryan match at Mania, and now they're switching it. I mean, I would not mind seeing it be a triple threat match because, again, Kevin Owens looks in great shape. So I would not mind seeing, or you add Mustafa Ali too, make it a fatal 4-way. This was supposed to be Ali's spot, but yet Kofi took Ali's spot and ran with the ball. So I would not mind seeing, hell, if you give me Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens versus Mustafa Ali in a fatal 4-way at Mania, shit. And then Kofi wins the belt. Hey, I would not mind seeing that, people. Asuka versus Lacey Evans. Again, I mean, that does not scream WrestleMania, man. I really don't. It does not. That screams pre-show. Can you imagine, guys? Asuka goes from facing Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania to facing Lacey Evans. Why not add Mandy Rose, Naomi, fuck hell, bring back Paige. I mean, her movie's doing great. Give her one more match. Asuka, Paige, Lacey Evans, Naomi, and whoever else is on SmackDown. Carmella. Ladder match. Why not, Vince? And also, the Usos versus the Hardys. Now, if you guys have not heard of the Hardys contract was supposed to expire in April, but due to Jeff Hardy having injuries, and I believe also Matt Hardy time off, they rolled their contract over. So it's another year for the Hardys. So, I mean, Usos versus the Hardys at WrestleMania. Come on, man. That shit's going to be good. Give them more than 7 minutes, Vince. Shit. Give them about 15 to 25 minutes. Sasha Banks and Bayley. Now, I've heard some fishy rumors, okay? Reports where Trish and Lita are going to be there. Then they pulled it back. Then there was a rumor yesterday I read, but I don't believe this is true. If it is true, I mean, I'd rather go with this option. Okay. The other rumors were it's going to be Sasha and Bayley versus a team from Raw, team from SmackDown, and a team from NXT in a fatal 4-way women's match. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'd rather see that than versus... I mean, yes, Trish and Lita are going to bring hardcore fans back for Mania, but... I mean, okay, let's just do this. If they switch all the way to made it the fatal 4-way tag team match, let's say this was this. Sasha and Bayley versus... Who's another good Raw tag team? I don't want to see Nia Jackson, Tamina. Fuck that. I don't want to see... You know what? Okay, how about this? Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Okay, just say that happened. Then SmackDown is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And then NXT would be... Nope, actually not. She's actually facing Shayna Baszler. So you can't do that. You know what? You can't do that. You can't do that because Io Shirai's going to be facing Shayna Baszler. Spoiler for you guys, if you didn't know that. Io Shirai's going to be facing Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair in NXT. Shit. So you can't do that. You know what? Again, yeah, Trish and Lita, why not? I mean, if it's going to be Trish and Lita versus Sasha Banks and Bayley, we know who's going to win. But hopefully it'll be a good match. And then Triple H versus Batista. I mean, come on, people. Listen, Batista looks fucking beastly back. Does he not look like a fucking beast? That guy not look like a beast on Monday. Batista sold you already on Triple H. And then listen, Triple H is going to be the baby face. Listen, Triple H is great on the microphone. I mean, even though he's like 50-something years old, the dude's still great on the microphone. Batista looks like he's jacked. He's ready to freaking go and slim and looks like ready to go. I mean, come on. What else more do you want to say about Triple H versus Batista? And then AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Another great match. I mean, again, AJ's not signed his contract yet, but him versus Randy Orton, I mean, come on, shit. That's going to be another great match. So far, Mania's not looking, it's looking good. I mean, listen here. Lesnar and Rollins, at the end of the day, I think it will deliver. Because Brock's last couple matches at Mania have delivered. Before last year's. Last year's against Roman Reigns was just the F5 spot fest. But his match against Goldberg was pretty fucking good. And then the year before, I think, who did he face the year before Goldberg? Shit, I'm trying to think. Who did Brock face the year before Goldberg? WrestleMania 33. Who did Brock Lesnar face? Damn! Who did Brock Lesnar face? Hold up. 34, he faced... Actually, you know what? 33, he faced Goldberg. So 32? Ah, damn it. Actually, never mind, guys. I lied to you guys. Brock faced Dean Ambrose at 32. That was terrible. So, Brock's last... Yeah, again, against... I think he would have a good match against Seth Rollins. I mean, it's hard not to. I think it'll be a good match. And then, main event, Ronda against Charlotte and Becky will be good. Buddy Murphy's been great lately. That'll be a good match. Bryan versus Kofi, or if it's a Fatal 4-Way, will be good. I mean, come on. Asuka versus Lacey Evans. I mean, that just screams pre-show to me, guys. It screams pre-show. Usos versus the Hardys. That should be good. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Trish and Lita. Should be good. Triple H versus Batista. Should be good. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Should be good. So far on... Again, this is the same shit we said last year. Same shit we said last year. There was a lot of great matches. The execution and the decisions made the shit piss poor. Because, again... Going to last year's Mania, I don't think anybody said Ronda Rousey's match will be the best match on the show. Nobody said that. If you did, you're lying. Trust me. So, these are great matches on this card. Should deliver. Good booking. Again, the problem to me is this: you have 4 weeks. You have 4 weeks to do all this. Damn it. Well, it should, again, on paper, this looks good. They have 4 weeks. So, I'll give you guys a little quick podcast here for you guys, some updated stuff. Tomorrow will be live for Monday Night Raw, and we'll be live for Tuesday for SmackDown. Going until WrestleMania. Hopefully you guys can keep me awake. I'm sorry about last week, but it was just dragging. I mean, 3 hours is just so hard to get through completely. I mean, there's a bunch of garbage in this shit, and to get through it, it's just so hard. And then also we got Fastlane on Sunday, so you'll probably get my preview and predictions on Wednesday, because we'll see what SmackDown does. But we get my preview and predictions on Wednesday for Fastlane. And you'll also get Tuesday, you'll get Remembering WrestleMania 24. And then after WrestleMania 24, we're probably gonna, I'm jumping around, people. I'm jumping around. So, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe. Catch you guys here tomorrow for Monday Night Raw reactions. Do I have your attention now, Hunter? Yo, I can't wait for Batista, man. Yo, if you guys don't remember this promo, go look up this promo. It's Batista versus John Cena. This was going to WrestleMania 26. Was it? Yeah, it was 26. He told John Cena, while you're in the ring here, I'm going to be making movies instead of kissing babies and hugging fat girls. If you guys have not seen that promo from Batista, well, no, hold on. Was it hugging? Hold on. It was kissing babies and hugging fat girls. Heel Batista is the fucking best, and you'll see why tomorrow, people. Catch you guys tomorrow. Hugging babies and kissing fat girls.